that we're looking at on VIX 100. So we're going to do a live trade breakdown. The time is now 10:40 a.m. in the morning. And so this candlestick, we're on the daily time frame, as you can see. We can see how the previous day, even the day before that, shows some doji, indecision. Then boom, we get a bullish engulfing candlestick, And then this candle opened yesterday, 7 p.m. It is pushing down now. But like I said, normally happens. Given that it is pushing down now, we have 8 hours left to this candlestick close. A lot can happen within that 8 hours. By this candle to close, we can see it close way up here, right? So this normally happens. All right, look at this. This candle open down. No, that is not a good example. Even look at this. Look how this candle push all the way up, and by if you close a way back down, you say it going up, right? So that's why I'm saying, how a candle a push, that not mean say, oh, it will close. I look at this, we push and go way up, and then by if you close a way down, you say the candle close, right? So the same scenario with this. Even though we're pushing down right now, by the time if we close off, we might, a good chance we might push up, right? So I'm anticipating a week off to happen, right? So let me scale down to the 1 hour and see how things are looking on the 1 hour time frame. So we're going to switch to the line chart. As I said, I like to do that because I get more clarity when I'm in the market. So let me switch to the line chart. We can see where, boom, we take a wider look, zoning right along this level. You can see where we created lows, and then lows starting to climb until eventually we taking out major highs, bounce, double bottom, and we push. Now it's as if we're targeting back down to this area, and if you can see, based on previous activities, we created a double bottom, cause price to push to create a new higher point, right? And that basically means that there's a high possibility that we have some amount of buyers down in this area, which is going to cause price to push to the upside again, right? Because we buy from that level already, we can buy from it again, right? So based on what I'm seeing on the 1 hour time frame, it is pretty much correlated with what I'm seeing on the daily in terms of the direction that the market looks like it wants to do. So just for more clarity now, the next step is to scale down on our entry time frame. Like I said, the 1 hour and the daily, we just mainly get like structures, the price action movement, where the momentum is in the market. Is it with the buyers? Is it with the sellers? Because that kind of formulate our bias in terms of what we intend to do in the market. Are we going to sell? Are we going to buy? You have to know what type of condition the market is in. Is the market in an uptrend? Is it in a downtrend? Is it in a retracement mode? As of now, we can see the market is breaking highs and lows are pushing up, getting higher, but currently we're selling. So this is telling that the major trend is going to the upside, but currently we're selling. But this sell is just to take us down to where the buyers are, potentially create a new higher low point for price to continue that push to the upside. Right? So that is the outlook. When I'm looking at these higher time frame, I try to get or capture from the market direction, condition of the market, momentum, So when I scale down to my entry time frame, which should include 10 minute, 5 minute, mostly, I look for, things aligning to what I'm seeing on the higher time frame. So what I mean by that? If I should scale down on my 5 minute now, so you notice right here now, the market create a high, push to a low, and it pull back. We could have said, all right, I could take some sells, which, yes, sells are possible, but you have to know that these sells are some short-term retracement sell, because the market is in a major movement to the upside, so buyers are in control. So this movement that is going down to the take us down is just the retracement, because sellers, bear in mind, sellers are the only one who can take the market down, right? So with this type of movement, sellers are causing it, but it doesn't mean that they have the upper hand in the market, that the market is going to continue to sell off for a good while. For me, this is just taking the market back to a point to fill those buying orders, so we can continue to push to the upside. So based on what I'm seeing, what is the next step? What do I do when I approach these time frames? Like I said, I bear in mind what I'm seeing on the higher time frame and try to relay that information on a scale down on the lower time frame. So now it's all about identifying the breaker structure and the discounted area. In this case, since we're looking for buys, and pretty much just enter a trade or wait. Alright, so the low, main low which caused the breaker structure, this movement to the upside, is this one. So we take this from the swing low up to the swing high. So the reversal started from down up here. Alright, so swing higher point. Right, so where the high that we break was right here. So this would be like our continuational breaker structure sign right there. So we break that high to create a new high, and now the market is pulling back down into our discounted area. So now we're currently rejecting our 88% level, my type of area. I love when the market target these areas, and I normally look to take my entry around here. So far I'm getting some amount of exhaustion. We can see we're bouncing off the 88 level, and this is a very significant level. Like I said, the breaker structure started from down here, and we pretty much created some minor structure going to the upside and things. So currently we can see we're rejecting the 88 zone. So with a setup like this, after the exhaustion, so we're currently rejecting this high. So I would take an entry around here, definitely. I would take an entry right here. Boom, target back the high, and at least I want to 3 or this one. Alright, so this would be my setup. So actually, I'm in this trade. Let me just try to find back the original markup. I'm actually in this trade setup. It's a beautiful setup. Try to find this is it. So boom, this is the setup that we have on the week 100. So we're just looking to target by the highs. Looking to target the highs, right? Yeah. Just like that. Take profit right up at the high, and our stop loss is just below this major low. So this is the major low that we higher low. So we just have our stop loss below that level. So if price will break this low and push all the way down here, so then you really want to sell off. Right? But now look for price go so low. So this is a good setup, brilliant setup we have on our hands. So right now, we're watching to see how price plays out. So far, yeah, wanted to see price just pushing now to the upside. We're seeing what we want to see. We get in the exhaustion. Price is back in our discounted area and think yes, but now we enter. So we need that momentum in the market to just take it to the upside. So for this trade, hope you guys, and our risk reward, as I say, is 1 to 3. Our stop loss in pips would be 25.975. Stop loss price 1314.7417 and TP 1419.6260. Alright, so let us see how this one plays out. We'll keep you guys posted. Alright guys, so this is our updated look. This is how we're looking right now on VIX 100. So we're pushing. So we have takeoff from entry and we're now pushing. So let me show you guys how the daily is looking at this time. So you see that we were down here and now we're leaving this huge wick behind. So this is what I was talking about. Let me show you real quick how the 1 hour is looking as well. So you can see the 1 hour, it comes back directly in the area that I was referring to. It just bounced, creating a new higher low point, and now we're pushing. Right? So trading is very easy, guys. Very, very easy. You just need to know where to get in those entries, like those point of interest where once the market reach those areas in the market, you know that it is likely to do one thing over the next. And once I knew that the market was down in this area, I knew that it was going to buy, hence why we took the entry from here. So hopefully we can get a take profit on this setup, Yeah, so far it's moving very well. We're up like 1 to 1 at this time. So we're going good so far. So looking for a TP smash on this trade setup. Alright guys, so the time is now 2:50 p.m. in the afternoon, and remember that we took this trade around 10:50 a.m. So some time has passed, and these type of trades normally slower, and the retracement trade normally slower trade, but we have a good amount fair momentum in the market, and we're pushing these things, so we're not complaining. We're pushing decent, trust me. So we're pushing to that take profit level now, and like I said, we're looking beautiful at the moment. Alright, so we just need a TP or take profit to get hit on this set. Yeah man. So yeah. So at this point, so when it comes down to like securing partial profit, at this point, the market is up at least 1 to 2. You could secure partial profit at that point, or you could break even, so move entry, stop loss to entry. So if somehow this trade reach all the way back down there and slide down, we don't get those on the trade. But like I said, you can also secure partial profit if you have a few positions running in a MT5 more than 1, 2. You can probably close also and let the rest run. Or you could just wait till break even, wait till trade, getting profit. Alright, so that is what I've done right now. Pretty much break even this setup, allowing it to run to take profit, because so Just giving it some more time for the market to play playing out beautifully so far. All right, so this is a live trade breakdown, and hope you guys are, learning with the execution and everything so far as we go along. So, as you can see, eventually we'll get that crossover as well on the EMA indicating, the takeover of the buyers, after the rejection from in the discounted area. Yeah, man. So, pushing for that take profit, All right, guys. So now this is an update on the trade. All right, we're soaring to that take profit. All right, pushing right to that take profit. So again, this is a beautiful trade and well executed right down to the T. All right, so just a few more pips until we hit that take profit. So we're pretty much just awaiting for that to happen now. Just a few more pips to go. Yeah, man. So awaiting touchdown. All right, guys, so it is now 7:37 p.m. to be exact, and we're still in this trade. However, let me show you, that means a new candle just opened, right? So let me show you how the previous daily candle closed. So this was the week off that I was stating earlier in the recording, that I was anticipating that this was going to happen. So said, so done. So you see how we're pushing down and we leave. Let me just go on yeah, so you see how we leave like this a huge week behind now. So this new daily candle that opened here, it is now pushing up to basically, as we speak, this candle is now taking us to our take profit, right? So yeah, a trade that we had to have patience and belief, and that's just the principle, knowing what type of reaction to expect when the market is at a particular area in the market. That's the most important thing. When you understand the price action, right, you trade way freer, way more comfortable when you understand what is expected to happen at a certain point or region in the market. All right, and if you're new, just take it easy, take it one step at a time. Right, you will get there. It's all about practicing, making the technique yours, and just eventually all that experience and thing, you will gain the confidence and thing. So, take your entries more freely, because as you can see with this execution, it was very simple. That the market did what I want. I understand what the market condition and all of that. I just take the entry once it reach the area, right? Very simple. Right, and leave the market, let the market play out. Right? So we're pushing right now. to just close off this trade at take profit. So we're going to just allow this to just run right now. Alright guys, and just like how you see it, yeah man, EP get bust up. So you know what that means? Money in an account. Yeah man. So trade executed. We took this trade around after 10 this morning, and what's the time now? The time is 7:50. So TP just getting hit. It might take some time, but you just want to know, say, secure the bank. That's the most important thing. That's what trading come with. Executing, having the patience to watch what you predicted play out. Alright, and yeah, hope you guys learned something from this live trade that we had. Beautiful. 1 to 3. Alright, we weren't trying to be greedy. As I say, how the entry was, we didn't get so we took the entry here, this can be pushed down, then zoom, bullish engulfing. So minimal to zero drawdown, right? So I mean, we could have squeezed out more, but I don't like to cheat myself because I know the market stays. Sometimes the market will make a dip and just swipe out the low and then push back up in the zone. So yeah, once we can get a 1 to 3, me good, you know. Good with that. I don't try to be too greedy in the market, aiming for a crazy risk reward 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7. Nah, 1 to 2. If you can get a 1 to 2, me good. You know, 1 to 2.5. Anything between 1 to 2. 2 times when I risk to 3 times, me good. Alright, so yeah, guys. So hope you guys take away from this live trade that we did, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.